Hi, and welcome to our conversation about setting intentions and living more authentically. Hope you enjoy it.
You were saying about setting intentions, yeah?
So, about setting the intention, there is you know, and it's connected with the creation part of ourselves, or expression of ourselves. We often go through the life, and sometimes we know what we want, but often we just kind of are floating and going through and not fully deciding what we want, what we truly desire, what is our intention, what is there for us, what's the goal, where we want to go. So the intention is very interesting because it's like the spark that creates that space, it illuminates that space. So if we have an intention to do something or to, it could be anything. It could be an activity, it could be a dream, it could be anything. It kind of helps to align everything with that. So, and in our responsibility is to identify and set the intention. So it's a creative process in a way that we are participating in that creation, and we are not just like floating in the, with the flow. Oh, like we are, but not like passively. We decide what we want, and we take our responsibility as a co-creator in that experience. So yeah, a beautiful process. Do you agree, or do you have a different view on?
Mm. No, I think I agree. I think setting intentions is very important. And often we don't know what we want to create and how to set those intentions. But I think if we just drop into our heart space, we will be guided as to what is it that we really want to experience, and then use that guidance to set our intentions. And I like what you said about, yes, we do go with the flow, but it shouldn't just be a passive go with the flow. We go with the flow, but it's aligned to our heart's desires, and we go with the flow. And when we get guidance to take action, then we take that action to manifest our desires and our dreams. So in that way, it becomes a co-creative process.
So in terms of having an intention or dream or something to thrive for, do you have something specific that you would like to share with me, with others? Something to also inspire? It's about,
Yeah, why don't you go? Why don't you
okay.
share?
So
Mm.
because we are in the process of still always shifting, always becoming of something new and more of who we are in that infinite process of expansion and growth and learning and, being more and more expressive and open. And well, it comes in all ways. So I would say, for me at least, the more authentic, the more, and we are now also practicing that, but to become more authentic, to become who we are, is a beautiful way to be. And it's also understanding that we didn't allow ourselves for various reasons to be that, to become that, to express that. And when we can be who we are in the safe space, or we are open and not, restricting ourselves to be, it's much more, you have that feeling of, I can finally be myself. And it's a sense of freedom and sense of expansion and a sense of growth that is beautiful. So that's something I'm trying to work on and build up. So that's my intention, to be more and more both present and both authentic and expressing myself. So it's both an intention, goal, and journey by itself, all together. So yeah.
So it's about enjoying the journey and not always be focusing on the destination, although you may have an idea of what the destination could look like. You may not have specifics, but you have an idea of what you want the destination to look like. But if your focus is only on the destination, then you miss the joy of the journey as well. So
Oh,
in
yeah.
becoming who you are, that's where the joy and the fun and the adventure lies, in experimenting with different things, in trying out different things, in trying to express yourself in different ways. That's where the fun and the joy and the laughter and the adventure lies. So I think that's why we're always guided to live in the present moment. So don't miss out on what's happening in the present moment, because that's where the gold is.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you were sharing, I was like, okay, I was trying to figure out where were the occurrences when I was not authentic or being present, and one thing that just out of the blue showed up in my mind was being, and I see that every time here, because I live in a historic town city of Prague with history and beautiful architecture. I see tourists like walking, taking pictures everywhere, and moving to another one, like hunting for, uh, trying to capture that beauty, but not being fully present. And I am guilty of that myself. When I was visiting other countries, I was enjoying the things and I took the pictures, but I didn't enjoy the moment. I didn't enjoy the presence, the place, the ambience, everything. I was just taking the pictures, and then I was thinking and reflecting back after I came. Oh, it was there, and I kind of, oh, okay, I didn't fully appreciated that in that moment. So, well, yeah, that's the presence.
Yeah, absolutely. And it reminds me of my trip to Vietnam that I undertook with one of my daughters. And I made a very conscious decision to be present, although we took a lot of photos. But I remember making a conscious decision to be present, to enjoy all the sights, the food, etc., as much as possible. And I remember going into one of the temples, and I think I mentioned it to you as well. It was beautiful. And I remember experiencing the energy of Kuan Yin in that temple and in that area. And it was so beautiful because obviously if I was distracted and if I wasn't in the present moment, I would not have had the opportunity to have that experience. So because I was fully present, I allowed that energy of Kuan Yin to flow through me. And it was really the most beautiful experience. So absolutely. Um,
Wow.
that's the only way, I think, to really fully experience any place, anywhere, any person that you're with as well, to be fully present in the moment.
Yeah, wow. Well, I had also an experience with Kuan Yin, but in China. So it's interesting that you mentioned that. Yeah.
So why do you think we are mentioning Kuan Yin at the moment? What do you think?
So she is a goddess of mercy and compassion. She is a, well, enlightened being. You can, I feel a connection with Lord Buddha in her, or very close. And yet she carries that nurturing, gentle, yet strong, very strong presence. So that's a beautiful quality, beautiful being.
So you mentioned the word compassion. So I feel that compassion is one of the qualities that is very needed in our world at the moment. So we need to hold compassion for ourselves, and we also need to hold compassion for the people around us, because we are in a time of transition in the world at the moment. There's a lot of chaos that is happening. And I feel that Kuan Yin would be one of the higher beings that we could call on and that is available to help us when we feel we need to connect more into this energy of compassion. This conversation continues in our next video. If you have any questions about the content of this video, please feel free to contact us. Thanks for watching.